All right. Sorry for that delay, ladies and gentlemen. We are here in grand finals for RealNastyBeetle. We have RealNastyBeetle. Don't let that LS fool you. That does not mean loser side. We have Aegisrick on the loser side, RealNastyBeetle on the winner side. Jin Kazama versus Asuka. Here we go.
Really interesting to see how both players go into this run back. The mind games really start now after when you've already played each other in the bracket and you have to play each other again. Like, nothing in that first set really matters. Like, doesn't matter if it was a 3-0. Like, anything can happen in the run back.
Yeah, at the same time, though, taking that loss in the way that Rick did can be a mental roadblock to get through. When you get reverse 3-0'd in winners finals of all things, and then you have to go back to grand finals for the run back, that can be a mental block of, okay, I don't want that to happen again. It can affect your decision making in the wrong way. And with that being said, RealNastyBeetle gets the openings he needs to secure that first round, and maybe, just maybe, that mental block starts to kick in.
Yeah, Aegisrick trying to go in here a little bit with some lows. Ooh, nice punish there. Down 2 gets blocked. Good punish from Aegisrick. That is such a good punish that Asuka has. Oh, that's a huge whiff. Could have been a launch.
Not a full combo. Both players at relatively even life. Heat activation dashes in, does not choose to go for anything as he stalled it out. Did not go for the heat strike. The toe tap rolls away. Heat dash cancels it out. No heat on the side of Beetle, but does get an open up. That's not going to lead to anything but good hit in that situation. Both players now one good hit away from being done. Oh, great low. That's going to be a follow-up, and an install is there.
The hop kick. Good stuff to Aegisrick.
Yeah, not letting get the first round be taken from him. Get to him. Tay plays it patient and patient enough that he gets that hit in. Both players right now playing it relatively patient. We're seeing a stark difference from the previous match of Aegisrick, where both players playing very aggressive, looking for those strings, looking for those openings, whereas both players now just kind of going for a few hits here and there, looking for their strikes. And yeah, RealNastyBeetle plays it to perfection, quite literally, in that round, and opens up immediately with another good hit into heat activation. Can go for the wall bounce, will likely go for the Oki setup here.
I don't know about that combo, but we'll take the wall position. Can we get a wall boom there? There it is.
The 3D space prevents the second hit from attaching there. The wall break in that situation needs at least a lot of damage.
That looked like a reset. Yeah. I don't know if you could have done that, like, fully picked that up, but that looked like a reset situation. Good whip punish and the laser cannon. I feel like this set, the first game, has been played at much closer quarters than the first set between these two.
Definitely.
And so far, it's working in NastyBeetle's favor. And I do think Jin has better, like, up-close pokes than Asuka. Asuka can definitely hold her own, though.
Yeah, but right now we're just seeing Aegisrick get hit by a lot of straight hits, and then the heat activation on that strike is going to get heat dash to follow up. Great tech, but it's just in a rough spot. Less than half of life already, and there is a great punish on the side of RealNastyBeetle. Nice job with the 3D to dashing away to stop it, and this is a rough situation for Aegisrick, and eats the kick on the end of that string.
1-2-4, the Jin Kazama Classic. First time we've seen it, surprisingly.
Does enough damage to close out that round, and now we're seeing Aegisrick. Nice job with the 3D. Keeps the hit, but doesn't follow up with anything.
No, 4-2 didn't reach. NastyBeetle's going to get the forward 3. Whole launch. Ooh, kind of a sidewall. Messed up the combo. Heat smash is blocked. The hell sweep.
Avoids the dive kick follow-up, but does not have a good stage position. Is so close to the wall and the corner here. The delay. RealNastyBeetle is running away with this right now.
I think that's the first time Aegisrick tried to duck the down 4-1-4, and of course NastyBeetle calls it out. That's crazy. Back 3, though, connects once again. That's like a Jedi mind trick type move. Like, I dare you to run into this. You're not going to be able to punish it, so I dare you to try.
82 damage on that combo, though, from Aegisrick. Despite being down 2 rounds, is not letting it get to him, is doing his best right now. Heat smash is blocked. The follow-up, good block, good awareness. Is not falling for any of these baits coming in right now. Is only getting some straight hits, but those straight hits will start adding up if you do not keep your block or going, keep your block proper. You gotta look at all that recovery life on the side of Jin, but it may not matter. A great amount of damage is coming out here. Can take it all the way to the wall. Potential wall break, does not even need it.
Great combo there from NastyBeetle to close that out. Well, I wasn't sure he's going to be able to do it.
Yeah, and now you're seeing Aegisrick lowers his head a little bit. He's looking down. He's potentially going to get eliminated from the tournament here. RealNastyBeetle on set point already here in grand finals. Aegisrick now has to do to RealNastyBeetle what he did to him.
Yeah.
Get a reverse 3-0 in order to take this set. That is a hard ass to do. With that being said, he's doing right now. NastyBeetle all over Aegisrick. He just cannot find a good opening right now. Great whiff punish there.
We haven't seen Aegisrick go for any like punch parries or reversals, which Asuka is pretty famous for. Nice cans there. That's kind of a parry, if you want to think about it like that.
The activation comes out fully, getting forward 89 damage, an excessive or great amount of damage to come out of that situation. Get the heat strike, and that situation follows it up with the low, and that will secure the round. Aegisrick showing that he is not out of it just yet.
I think he's getting caught in making the same mistakes in the first set. He's being a little bit too patient, a little bit too safe. He's got to take some risks, try and interrupt NastyBeetle's pressure.
Excellent job for RealNastyBeetle there for a ton of good damage right out of the gate. Aegisrick in a rough spot, just can't find an opening, gets something low, but that's only one hit.
I think throwing out heat bursts in these situations, it's just blocking.
The low HP on the side of Rick just eats because of a punch.
Oh, there's a punch parry.
Yeah, we have Rage Art on deck here, as well as Heat Activation. We'd like to see Heat Activation at the bare minimum. Can get this up to 90 damage, 97. One opening here, gets the low. That's going to be the follow-up. And now you're at low HP. He manages to make the round comeback. Rick is not out of it just yet, folks. Up 2 rounds to 0. 3, and starts up with another launcher opener here.
Low crush on the back 3 to beat that hell sweep. Let's go.
70.
What's the mix? Locks the low. Ooh, down 2. Back to neutral. Oh, great heat smash.
Yeah, gets the counter here with the heat smash. A lot of damage there is on. A lot of damage there, but you are not out of the woods just yet. You don't have heat to work with for any further combos.
Punch Sabaki again. This time it whiffs.
Yeah, he dashed to keep the pressure on the side. Now he get crushed again. Going to get good damage. Not going to be enough to kill here, but he will put RealNastyBeetle in a rough spot. 2 good hits is all he'll need in the right situation. The same
nice sidestep on the forward 4, but he drops the combo. Gets the down forward 1 anyways. Aegisrick puts a game on the board. He's still alive.
Yeah, 3 rounds to 0, reversing what NastyBeetle just did to him, and he's showing signs of life. He still has 2 games to go, but he is not out of it just yet.
Trying to flip the script on him. Going for a reverse 3-0. Nice block on the down 2. Naniwa Gusto is active. Green Circus. Okay, whiffs the down forward 2. Oh. Accidental jumps from NastyBeetle. Get out of the air.
Yeah, it's on the wall, so he's not going to get a whole lot of damage out of it, but he does follow it up with the roll, catching the roll there.
Late on the down 4-2, he had the step.
The player's playing Tekken right now, but just throws the punch, the dive kick. The kick comes out to get him out. Oh, nice. Great hit.
No, the can. That was a mistake. A good punish there.
Gets him low.
Still got heat.
Both players with Rage Art on the deck. Oh, great job catching him low. It's going to block that string, though. Both players in a rough spot. Gets him low. Not enough to kill. That is going to be... It's going to be Rick taking it with the strike. And we're hearing some button presses coming out. A little sign of frustration maybe coming out, or that may have been a sign of joy. Who knows to be seeing. But that's going to be a round over the Aegisrick, but he still has more to go.
No, that's not the punish NastyBeetle wanted. Aegisrick is starting to get these side steps in neutral, though. He's stepping the forward 4. He just stepped a forward 2. He's figured something out. Got him again. Up forward 3. The orbital.
Yeah, aware of the wall, though, cuts the combo short, trying to get good position in that situation, but now has a lot of pressure on his face. Nice punish, though, in that situation. Tries to go for the crush, does not get it this time, and he's going to eat the wall damage here. Toe taps him, but just eats a punch for his troubles. He's in a rough spot, low HP here. And
runs into the down 2-1.
Yeah, RealNastyBeetle, despite going down around there, will just even it up in game number 4. Wants to close this tournament out. Does not even want to risk a reset happening in this situation.
A bit of a whack combo, but we were worried about the wall. So it's all good. Nice throw break. Aegisrick has broken like all but one throw today. On top of it. Nice down 1+2. Comes him low again. Oh, good step with the second hit. Catches him. Not breaking that throw. Down 2. Hits grounded.
Great job blocking on the string there. Does not get punished for that attempt. Tries to sidestep.
Why did that hit?
Still gets hit. Tekken 8. Wire sidestep.
1 again. NastyBeetle on set point. On tournament point.
Yeah, this is do or die for Aegisrick. Has to take 2 rounds here to keep this thing alive.
The can there.
Each strike gets blocked here in that situation.
Oh, punch the block.
Gets him with the kick. That's going to be a good amount of damage. Going to be a good kick with the wall. Not going to be enough to break here. Get 87 or 90 damage actually even on this combo. Each strike comes out, gets him with the sweep that time, catches him again, and now rough spot. Each strike going to make sure.
Oh, he blocks down 1+2. Drops the combo.
Does not get the
no punish. I believe that's definitely punishable. 1, 2, 4. Oh, what a power crush. Down forward 2 again. This time it connects. Not gonna be able to kill with this, but we're gonna be in a guess for game situation.
Actually, he doesn't even need
the very tip.
He could have played the timer in that situation, but still went for it anyway. Evens up the round. This is still This is still tournament point for NastyBeetle, but Aegisrick is a point away from putting us to game 5. Which one of these players will take it? Right now, NastyBeetle has the pressure advantage. Half of the life to work with here. A lot of recoverable health on the side of Rick. No punish on that kick attempt.
Oh, it's getting tense.
Hits him with the low. Recoverable life is there. Gets the hit and doesn't go for does not get the grab.
Nice. Confirm. Gets the wall break. I don't think we can floor break after this. We're gonna get a nice combo.
Yeah, puts him in the corner, trying to keep him in there. Hits him low. That's some good damage as well. Now we're in circus spot. Oh, parry!
Now he's on the wall. No, the wall was in the way.
Does not even
nice
need
pokes to close it out. Aegisrick brings it to a game 5 in our first set of grands.
Absolutely clutch from Rick in that entire final sequence. Keeps himself alive in that. And we are going to see RealNastyBeetle take the rematch to this stage. And ladies and gentlemen, this is game number 5 in grand finals. If Aegisrick takes this one, that is going to be grand finals reset. If RealNastyBeetle takes this one, that is the tournament. This is the decider, ladies and gentlemen. And we are seeing so far a slow start from both players. But RealNastyBeetle with the life advantage. Heats of activation. Oh,
back 3.
That back 3 punish is so strong on Asuka, can lead to a good combo. Heat activation, carry to the wall, get 82 damage. Good roll from RealNastyBeetle, trying to put himself in a better spot. Gets out of there.
Oh, so unfortunate, but he gets the punish on the spring kick. Good damage here. Oh, got another wall splat. This should kill. Yeah, we're gonna break the wall. Yeah, nicely done from NastyBeetle.
Yeah, very nicely done. He will take the first round. The first strike there.
Oh, immediate break.
Just immediately throws the floor break, knowing he can get a good amount of damage here. Heat activation, a good follow-up here should be 95 damage.
Step the toe kick. 3. Bad combo, but we're still in a good... Oh, power crush. We've still got heat. Oh, one's out.
RealNastyBeetle still in this, but has the
3-ring circus spinning on him. Just highs and lows.
Yeah, an immediate answer from Aegisrick. This is a tough match between the two of them. Heat activation on deck on that strike. Great tech on the throws. Not going to let it happen, but It's still a rough spot. Good. He wouldn't punish on the, sorry, it was the punish on the whip. It was just a regular jab, was not ready to actually punish it with the right attack. That time though, tries to get it with the heat strike, does not work, but still has a good life advantage here. Strikes him low, tries to go for a mid, does not get him in that situation. Once again, another good hit
there.
Right now, this has been all Nasty Beetle, largely just getting stray hits, slowly taking Aegisrick's health bar away, but that's a good strike. It's the install, but the power crush comes out. And now you're in a rough spot. Tries to bait anything, is not doing it.
Power crush. And I like that from Nasty Beetle. I was waiting for the heat smash to come up from Rick, but Nasty Beetle showed great patience there. Oh, runs into another back three. Can we get a wall boom here? Now we're just going to take a regular wall combo. Down 1+2. This is the follow-up, gets counter hit because of it.
Yeah, and that is a wall boom there as well. That is going to be a ton of damage. You're looking at an 80 there. Goes for another little hit on the wall. Does get it.
Oh, okay. If he had done the kick version, he would have gotten the wall boom there. But this is a great position. Up forward 2. Oh, and he gets it. Real Nasty Beetle is going to be your champion for this Seaside Spooktacular.
A great showing from Aegisrick almost brings it back the entire way, but right at the end here, it comes down to this corner. You try and go for anything out of this. You try and go for just a regular kick, but Real Nasty Beetle just ready for it, gets the punish, and this is coming off of what was a fantastic punish there with the heat kick there, but just not enough. Not enough from Aegisrick to...
Our champions sit down for just a minute or two with Lord Fluffy. So hand the mic over. I've been Fortissimo. Thanks for having me, chat. I'll see you later.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there is your top 4 for today's Tekken 8 bracket. Real Nasty Beetle, Aegisrick, Barry, and Soul closing out your top 4. But I am going to be here with our winner of the tournament today, Real Nasty Beetle. Congratulations on your victory today. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty dang good. Yeah, I've never won a Seaside Slam quite yet, and I just have these 2 like second place little plaques on top of my PC, but I got a gold one, so I'm really excited for that.
Very nicely done. So yeah, you started the top 4 in winner's side.
Yeah.
You go down 2-0 to Aegisrick.
Yeah.
How are you feeling in that moment? And then how do you feel after you get that reverse 3-0, secure your winner's sides and grands?
Well, honestly, the biggest adjustment that I made is I realized, one, that first match, I misbounced some stuff, which made me get in my head, which made me stop focusing. And 2, I've noticed this lately because I've just been trying to compete with intent a little bit more. I used to get angry when I was down a couple of like rounds in a set. But I realized that means you know more about what they're doing than you have at any other point during that set. So I just really thought, okay, so I know that he's not moving. I know that he's not doing immediate timing. He's not biting on a lot of my mids. Let's run some lows, you know what I mean? And that worked out, and then that let me open him up a little bit more, which let me run a more comfortable game plan for myself. It just let me kind of like finally see, oh, this is the weakness, and like try to hone in on that.
Yeah. You're very, very nicely done. Got that 3-0 in winner's side, of course. Yeah. Going into grands, you're going up 2-0, and then he brings 2 back in that feeling.
Yeah.
So there's always that question. How is the mental at that point? Are you feeling the pressure now that the reverse 3-0 is potentially going against you this time around?
Absolutely. Essentially, I can tell you exactly what I thought. I got those 2 first sets. I don't even think he got a round on me in them. And I thought, I got this, which is toxic. I started thinking, oh no, I don't have this. I'm not finished with the set. I need to focus in. And while I was thinking about that, the game was going on, right? You know what I mean? So I just had to stop talking to myself as much and just really lock in. But that's not to say Rick wasn't making some serious adjustments. I didn't know he knew the parry strings. You know, I didn't know he knew that. He hadn't presented it. He was really smart. He saved it for when he needed it. And that started making me rethink my pressure. It just took some adjustment. But then I started with the down fours, the smaller lows, just to kind of jazz them up a little bit. And then I found my pacing. And especially in Ortiz Farm, right? It's really, really difficult. Coliseum, no walls. I really operate well off of walls, you know, and so does Asuka, right? So like, it was just hard to deal with that neutral in those moments for sure.
Yeah. Excellently done. I gotta say, congratulations to you.
Thank you so much, man.
That first place. It's
Absolutely.
your first tournament win for a Seaside.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's beautiful. It's got a royal purple on it instead of the black background. I like that. That's a great detail, brother. I'm terrified. I'm terrified of what will come. You know what I mean?
All right. Before we close it out here, I got one last question for you. You've taken your first tournament here.
Yeah.
Do you think if you had not gotten that reverse 3-0,
yeah,
do you think you're taking the tournament regardless?
You know, Soul's a great player, but I'm pretty solid against him. Barry, I've never played before, but I know how to cut up a panda. You know what I mean? The real issue to me would have been resetting and then winning that 3 after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially against Asuka. She's the kind of character where the more momentum she gets, the more information she gets, even harder. She gets even harder to open up, right? So just letting that not occur and have like Jin's still good, but less effective, like plus frame mix-up tools, like present itself. I mean, like, who knows? I'm happy I didn't have to.
Yeah. Very nicely done. Thank you. That is going to be the end of our tournament here. Your winner, RealNastyBeetle. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to close it out here. We got to get ourselves packed up.
Way.
So,
long style boys represent. What's up?
All right. My name has been Lord Fluffy. This is the winner of our tournament. We're also going to hand it off here to Donut Lord. We will say goodbye to RealNastyBeetle. We're going to close it out here in just a moment. But what do you have to say for yourself?
Oh, just here to say a couple words because I want to thank all of you for watching. Thank all of you for being here, participating. Thank all of you for helping out and doing such an awesome job.
Thank you.
This was an awesome event. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. And we're kind of closing out our season right now. This is going to be, we got a couple more tournaments for you. We got a Mortal Kombat Day next week. And then after that, we just got a classic Tekken 8 Street Fighter 6 Day. So we're going to be wrapping out a season, take a little break for the holidays in December, and be back with some really cool, fun stuff that we got planned in the new year as well. So
exciting to see.
Yep. We're just going to, we're going to leave it there. What a day. Awesome games. Good stuff. Thanks again to everybody. And we will see you next week for Mortal Kombat X and Trilogy.
I'm going to go home and drink a ton of water. I've been doing a lot of commentary.
Ooh, yes. Hydrate. Everybody hydrate. That's the real message today.
Thank you all for being here. We'll see you again another time.